welcome to another session of The Mafia Listens, where you guys send in your stories and I read them on camera. This is a play off of The Mafia Speaks, but The Mafia Speaks is the live version of this where I read your stories and The Mafia gives you guys advice. Now, this story is actually a really long one, so get your tea, get your snacks, get everything you need. Now, this story is also technically an extension of another story that we did here on this channel. Now, if you guys do not tune into my The Mafia Speak sessions, what are you doing? Do you not like me? Do you not understand that you have to tune in? Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram or you join the Discord, because typically when I'm going to go live, I usually post on there when they're gonna go live. I used to do them on Wednesdays, but my schedule has been very hectic and I need to change it around. So I'm gonna be changing the times that I go live. But this girl we actually talked about not too long ago, and she was in a polyamorous high school relationship. So I'm gonna link that down below. That was one that a lot of people had a lot to say about, and it's just, yeah, high schoolers should not be in no poly relationships. That's just one. Poly relationships are already a headache. High schoolers should not be in polyamorous relationships. Okay, adults, I feel like in most situations shouldn't be in poly relationships, but high schoolers in relationships in general, just bad idea. Poly relationships, oh my god. So she sent in her story, and I guess we're gonna be talking about the aftermath of her relationship. So of course, if you have anything that you would like to add, comment it down below. And like I said, go get your tea, go get your snack, go get everything. I got my juice, so let's just get straight into it. Of course, before we get started, make sure you are subscribed. This is my third channel, so if you think that this is the Mademoiselle channel, it is not. This is my AnavyEmor channel, which is more personal content, vlogs, advice, things like that. I also have a Haitian channel, which is my Chronicles of a Zoe channel, so feel free to go subscribe to that if you're not already. If you're subscribed to all three, you lit, you really part of the gang. So let's start reading. I will be talking about 3 things troubling me right now: recovering from narcissistic abuse, wanting to be like other high school girls, and my mother. By the way, I'm the same girl who had the polyamorous, well, I think she meant to say polyamorous, high school relationship. I am now 16 and a junior. She was definitely younger before, because I remember we were all like, where's the parents? I will get into everything. So after my ex-girlfriend Jay and I broke up, she went with my other ex whom she cheated on me with. Well, they did not last 3 months and she cheated on him with the new boy at our school. I was not shocked by this because before she cheated on my ex, I got the closure I needed. Hence why high schoolers should not be in poly relationships. First of all, karma's a bitch. I found out Jay is a narcissist. I read multiple articles, watched videos, etc., and why she cheated. I'm not even gonna get into the whole calling people things, because I mean, hey, everybody out here calling their ex narcissists and things like that. I even think I dated a narcissist, but it took me a long time to even think he was a narcissist. But hey, if you think your ex is a narcissist, I guess he's a narcissist. Basically, she cheated on me because at the time I was not being there for her emotionally and she needed an emotional outlet. My ex did the same thing and said the same shit. Oh my god, I think your ex is a narcissist. Can I get an amen for everybody who had an ex that cheated on them and said the same thing? Oh my god, like, if you feel like someone's not emotionally there for you, just leave. Like, if you've cheated before and it was a legitimate accident, okay. But like, to use the excuse of you weren't there for me, so I went to go find, shut up! Like, grow up! Learn to just leave. Yo, it just doesn't make sense. Oh my god. Like, this shit gives me a headache. I asked her if she mentioned that to me while we were in a relationship and she got quiet. Exactly. But I still apologize. Fuck that. She also mentioned that she has a hole in her heart from all the men in her life who did her wrong or left her. Not your problem. Another reason is that I did not mistreat her as her father did. Anyways, let me be a little nicer. She said she was fascinated by me because I was a girl and I thought I could fill that hole. Oh, because I was a girl and thought I could fill that hole. So she thought that you could fill that hole for her because you were. So was she even attracted to you? Was she even bisexual or lesbian, or was she just attracted to you? Was she just caring about filling her void? Because it sounds like she used you, sis. I don't have time for this. I don't like her already. I never liked her. I don't even think I liked her in the first story. Anyways, then said, I told you that you were going to be the one that ended up getting hurt. She did say that. Not me, and walked away. I was 13 years old when she told me that at first, and I did not understand what that meant, but now I regret loving her. Right after that, she went to one of my teachers crying because she tried apologizing to me, even though she never apologized to me for lying, manipulating, or gaslighting. Anyway, I now feel empty because I gave Jay so much love that now I do not feel I have any for myself. Okay, let me just stop right there. Let me tell you this right now. Don't feel bad for people like that. She sounds like she has like legit issues, like legitimate problems that she needs to deal with on her own. And even though the other story, you guys were like, what, 13, 14? I don't remember. You guys were really young. Nonetheless, y'all are so young. Focus on school, focus on extracurriculars, focus on like literally being teenagers. All of this shit is a distraction. And literally in 4 to 5 years, you guys are gonna look back like, yo, why was I sitting here wasting my time on Jay, on this, on that? Like, relax. It hurts. Now I get that. Trust me, I had my fair share of heartbreaks and a bunch of shit dudes and whatever in high school. But what you need to understand is this is temporary. It doesn't necessarily matter. All of this drama is not going to follow you into adulthood. And more than likely, she does not give a rat's ass and she's gonna move on, and you should too. Not only that, this needs to be taken as a lesson. L's are lessons. That's the only L you take in life. If you didn't learn anything from this, that's the only thing that needs to be an issue. If you actually learn something, then that's a W. Okay, you won. You have to make sure that you took something from this. Make sure you look at this experience and you say, listen, I learned this, I learned that. You may think that, okay, well, I love myself a lot less because I gave all my love to her. Then that's a lesson right there. Now, whatever relationship you go into, you know, never pour more into someone else's cup. And that's for all of you guys listening to this. Never pour more into someone else's cup, because what's gonna happen is you not gonna have anything to pour into your own cup. You have to be your own person in relationships. You have to make sure that as much as you're pouring into someone else, you have enough to pour into yourself. You have to understand that even though you're with someone else and you're kind of responsible for them in a way, that you still have time for your goals, your life, your aspirations. That's why when it comes to high schoolers being in relationships, I understand they're gonna do it anyway. I understand it's healthy for them to do it in a way because they're gonna get that experience. And like when you like, you know, bar them from getting in relationships, it kind of messes them up, because when they just start getting in relationships in college, they don't know nothing. Okay, they not on no type of game. But it's actually kind of horrible because it's like they don't have the mental or emotional capacity to be in these types of relationships, and they fall so deep, and then you end up in situations where you end up putting so much into someone, and now you end up so heartbroken, and it's like, oh my god, I gotta love myself. But I guarantee you gonna end up like 21, 25. You're gonna be like, yo, who? Jay who? Years from now, you're gonna hit me in my DM. You're gonna be like, yo, you read my stories. And yeah, you're right. Yeah, Jay's a bum now. And I saw her begging on the corner next to Kroger's. And I gave her $1 because I felt so bad. Ha 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 ha. I just won my first Grammy. Whatever the case may be, like, I kid you not, this is not important right now. It hurts now, but I guarantee you, this is not going to be important in the next couple years. You need to focus on you, okay? And it's for everybody watching. You need to focus on you. High school seems like it's the most important thing right now, but it is not. I even hated myself for falling in love with her in the first place. Sometimes I want to, oh god, please stop. Ugh, you're gonna hurt me. I feel so sad. Sometimes I want to die from the pain, and other times I know I can heal from this. You can, and you will. Trust me, I believe in you. I feel so empty that even when I look at myself in the mirror, I don't know the stranger that I'm looking at. I try to feel something, but I can't. Right now, I can't love anyone or be in a serious relationship. Every time I try to love, there is nothing there. I was told that I would feel that way for a long time, and that I am traumatized by Jay. The sad part is I still care about Jay, even though she ain't shit. I feel you. She made me realize that you really don't know a person, and people really do not care about you. Girl. I know what you're talking about. I'm telling you, I had a relationship in high school that scarred me for a long time. Like, it really did. Ugh. Didn't I talk about him? I think I did. I talked about him on my main channel a long time ago. But when I finally realized that he really was trash, I got over it fairly quickly. But one thing I did do, even though I loved him so much and I felt like he was like so like the apple of my eye and all of this, I still went out there. I still had my other relationships. I was never hung up on him. And you should never be hung up on her. Do not be hung up on Jay. Live your life, go on dates, be happy, have your experiences. Because I guarantee you Jay is perfectly fine. And even if she's not, it doesn't matter. You live your life the way you live your life. And it's so sad because it's like, you don't deserve that, you know? Like, I don't think you deserve that. And it's so sucky. And I really hope you can get through this. And it's crazy that this shit is so damn long. We're almost, well, I don't even want to say we're almost, we're really not. But I need you to understand, yeah, you're not alone in feeling like this. This is actually completely normal. I really wish you had, like, you know, your parents to talk to about this, because like it really helps to have parents and stuff to talk to about this. Like, I used to envy my friends that had parents they could talk to about their little boyfriends and stuff, and I'm like, let me tell my parents I have a little boyfriend or whatever, they're gonna be like, who said you got a boyfriend? My mom wouldn't have cared, now that I think about it. But my dad, oh my god, I remember when I told him I had a boyfriend in college, he's like, oh, who said you got a boyfriend? It's like, bitch, I know, ridiculous. But it's just like, parents, if you're watching this, you need to be open to your children having relationships. As much as you probably don't like it or you think that it's not okay, they're gonna do it anyway. But when they come to you for guidance, you need to be open to it, because shit like this happens and they end up feeling alone. They end up feeling no one cares. They end up feeling like, you know, they have to face the world alone, and that's not okay. I want to be like the girls at my school, including Jay. Let me keep reading before I say something. That go around being hoes. Stop right there. Don't play with me. Why? Okay, let me keep reading before I say something. Those girls go to clubs and throw parties. They get drunk, high, have sex, and that life looks so entertaining. I feel like I do not have a life because I'm stuck at home doing homework, but I want that life. I know eventually I would get a chance to party and have sex when my time comes, but being like them will give me an escape from reality, bearing my pain in parties and sex. I don't know if I'm ready or if I even can have sex without getting triggered by my past trauma. I do not care though. I want to risk it. Those girls seem prettier, someone book smart, and not caring. My friend told me that they were not that pretty, that without makeup they look like crack babies. I cannot confirm or deny it because I've never seen them without makeup. I decided I wanted to wear makeup too and violate the dress code to look cute at school. Like, I'm sorry, that crack baby comment have you dead. Oh my god, no, she's probably right though. Like them every day. They get boyfriends, they get attention. I just feel like I'm in the shadows, especially after Jay. Probably why I don't have an identity. Not in the mirror or in photos. Sometimes I want to take the easy way and fuck up my life and take drugs and be a prostitute because a person who is nobody can't have a life. I do not see my potential. I do not see my beauty. I do not see my intelligence. I don't see how strong I am, even though I am told all these things. I understand you're hurting. I understand you want to find a way to mask the pain. But let me tell you what happens to these girls that hoe in high school. They end up pregnant with STDs, or worst case scenario, dead and under a bridge. I'm not joking. I'm not over exaggerating. This is literally what happens to girls that literally be fucking and sucking in high school way too early, and they doing shit that they shouldn't be doing. Also, girls that are promiscuous in high school more than likely have parents, family, friends that don't give a fuck about them, or they don't have parents, family, or friends at all. That's why they're fucking and sucking, either for attention or to fill a void. And yes, you do have a void to fill, but at the end of this paragraph, you said that you are told that you are beautiful, that you are intelligent, that you have potential, that you are strong. You just don't see it yet. Therefore, the problem, sad to say, is with you. You need to find something else to be your outlet. You're saying that you don't want to be inside doing homework. You're saying that, you know, you want the thrill of it all. You want to be pretty like them, and your friend telling you that they look like crack babies. Let's be real, makeup saves a lot of people, bro. Even these celebrities. You ever seen that page? Y'all need to go look it up. I might put it on the screen if I remember it, but there's like pages dedicated to exposing what celebrities look like without makeup and what celebrities look like before plastic surgery. You would be shocked. Do not be fooled by filters, makeup, and plastic surgery, especially for those of you guys in high school. Do not be fooled by these girls walking around with makeup and nice clothes and fucking and sucking and throwing parties and going to clubs. They do not look like or are like the life that they portray. Stop wanting to be like these people, because when you start peeling the layers, you gonna get something that you don't want to be. You gonna get exactly what you're looking for, and I guarantee what you're looking for is not what you think you're looking for. I was literally one of those popular kids in high school, and I wasn't fucking and sucking everything to be popular. You know what I did to get popular? I did extracurricular. I got involved in school. I wrote plays. I did choreography. I did community service. I was myself. I was friends with everybody. I was friends with what the people called the outcasts. I was friends with the jocks. I was friends with the fighters. I was friends with everybody. I was just friendly. I was social. I was a good person. I was cool peoples with everybody. Yeah, I was an asshole, still is. But at the end of the day, I was just a good person. I remained myself. I never was out here being something that I wasn't. And I was still friends with those girls that was out here being promiscuous or whatever case may be. One of my best friends in high school was promiscuous. She was out here fucking and sucking, cheating on her boyfriends, going parties and doing all of that. I loved her to death. Never ever in my life did I ever go to any of those parties with her. Not one day in my life. Did I know about her sexcapades? Absolutely. Kept my mouth shut. To this day, I think she's finally having her first baby. I'm shocked she never got pregnant. That's one thing. Most hoes, smart one, don't get pregnant. But a lot of these silly girls that you're talking about right now, I guarantee you they'll be pregnant by the time you get out of high school. What you need to understand is that's not what you want to aspire to be. Especially like the one who just left you high and dry, dragged the fuck out of you, and then sat there and been like, well, I told you were the one that was gonna get hurt, not me. Come on now. Why would you want to be like somebody like that? You need to start using your brain. Okay, I don't know how intelligent your people try to tell you is, but that's not an intelligent decision. Focus on trying to find who you are and then hone in on that, and then find your own circle. Be your own circle, because that's what I did. I became my own circle, and my circle came to me. I hung out with any and everybody. At lunch, I sat with every fucking body. I sit over here for 5 minutes. I sat over there for 10 minutes. I sat over here for 5 minutes. I was every fucking where. I was in the principal office chilling over there. I was at this teacher office doing that. I was over here writing a play. You gotta just mingle a little bit. You don't have to be in no in crowds fucking and sucking and doing all that. For what? That's not gonna do anything for you. Next thing you know, you got the clap. These boys are not gonna do a damn thing for you. Do not waste your time. Lastly, I low-key hate my mother. I know that she is the woman that gave me life, and I should love her for that, and I do. But she isn't perfect. She, aside from my trauma and dad, are big reasons why I feel like I'm deteriorating mentally. She's given me high expectations ever since I was a child. I got A's and B's, but she always pushed me to get straight A's. At first, I thought I could, but then I came to realize that A's and B's are all I could do, and I was okay with it. However, her continuing to push me made me push myself too much, which is why I am so hard on myself. If I did not make an A, I called myself stupid, like she used to do when I was in 2nd grade. I don't understand parents like that, and I'm so sorry that happened to you. Like, if my parents would have did that to me, I probably would have like ended my own life, because I couldn't do anything but B's and C's. I ain't gonna stunt. The only A I brought home was music, and that's because I sang and danced. But to be honest, I ain't gonna lie, I could have did better. I just didn't want to. I didn't care for none of that shit. And let's be real, I still got a bachelor's and a master's. Same damn destination. All my friends that was getting straight A's, yeah, I barely made this community college. I'm just saying, it's fact. It's fact. But okay, let's keep going. At the time, I had dyslexia, and math was not my favorite subject. Did she know you had dyslexia and she's sitting here doing this goofy shit? Yo, some parents are oh my god, I'm horrible at math too. Jesus Christ. So when I did my math homework wrong or wrote something down wrong on paper, she would hit me in my hand and call me stupid. I tried talking to her about it, but she said she did not remember it. Another thing my mom does is force me to do things like being an ambassador for church and for wait, what? And the sport? I think she means for sport. I don't know. She said and the sport. I don't know. My mom did not ask me if I wanted to do it. She just told me I was doing it. I tried telling her my feelings about it, but she told me I had to do it for God. Sounds like my mother. That is the only reason I did not like my mom when I was younger. She used to try to make me go to church, and then she used to try to make me do things in church, and I just stopped going for like 10 years. And then I went back on my own, and she's so happy, and she still tries to get me to go back to church because I stopped going. Now she calls me Satan, and I'm like, girl, bah, you wish. I had to comply, though I complained about it. The same thing with the sport I am doing. I joined the sport thinking it was something else, but I was sadly mistaken. Yeah, what is this? What is the sport? I'm trying to understand what that is. At first, I liked it, but after a while, I started not liking it anymore, and I wanted to focus on my schoolwork. I tried telling my mom about how I felt, but she told me to see it through. But she did not understand that forcing me to do this made me uncomfortable. Because I wasn't enjoying it anymore, I quit. When she found out, she was furious. I admit telling her over text she was not wait, what? I admit telling her over text was not the brightest idea. When I got home, she looked so angry. She told me that she and I had an agreement ever since I was a child that I had to finish what I started. I think that's okay, it's possible, but not when you force the child to do it. If you force the child to do something and then you know they don't want to do it, where do you think they're about to do it at? It doesn't matter. Okay. She told me that I will continue doing the sport, and I told my coach also. She said that, yeah, girl, bye. Anyways, she said that since I sent it over text, I was being manipulative, trying to play mind games. I'll show your ass mind games. What the fuck? All right, let me stop. This is not the first time I heard this from her at times like this. Anyway, I tried to let it be known that I've done a lot of activities in my life and I don't just up and quit them. She wasn't having it, as always. I did not see why not doing the sport was so serious to her. Trying to understand made my head hurt, so I stopped arguing with her because it was her way or no way. Yeah, that's how parents are. My sister and I do not talk to her about how we feel, and she used to get so upset with us for it. My sister and I have always been unhappy at home. I'm so sorry. This doesn't sound safe either. Like, it's just, I hope she don't hit y'all. There were times I wanted to run away and my sister wanted to with my cousin. My mother does not understand the way she makes us feel. I hate it. Hopefully our bond can heal when I'm older. Let me think. To be honest, I will say when mother-daughter relationships suck in high school sometimes. A lot of times they do, actually. And typically, like, when you hit like that 17, 18, they get a lot better. They do. They get a lot better. In high school, oh my god, they're really bad. Like, from probably like 14 to 16, I don't know what it is. It's just, oh my god. Sometimes from 12 to 16, they just so damn bad. So you just gonna have to hang in there with your mom. Hopefully she don't hit y'all or nothing. She kind of just forcing you to do things maybe for your own will. I'm not really sure what sport it is and why she wants you to do it. You didn't really elaborate too much on that. As far as Jay, you're gonna have to like stay away from that girl. You're gonna have to like literally excommunicate her from your life, and anyone that talks about her, anyone that tries to bring her around you, or anyone that reminds you of her, because like she's just toxic and she's problematic and you don't need anyone like her in your life. And in terms of trying to be like her or girls like her, please kill that fucking noise. And I guarantee you, if you try to follow that path, it's going to burn you in the butt. I promise you that, okay? I know too many girls like that, both in high school and in adulthood, and their lives ain't going great, okay? There's nothing wrong with liking schoolwork. There's nothing wrong with being a book person or liking education or anything like that. You will make it 10 times further than any of those girls that's out here fucking and sucking for comfort, okay? You're gonna make it so far in life. I promise you that. For all the things that you've went through, for all of that work that you're putting into your studies, you will be rewarded tenfold. I really hope things get better for you. I really hope that your heart heals, because that's a lot to be going through. It really is. And I really hope that the relationship with your mom gets better. With that being said, if you guys have any stories that you would like to share with TheeMafiaListens, the email's on the screen, TheeMafiaListens@gmail.com. If you guys have any stories to be shared with TheeMafia Speaks, that is the live session. It's also here on the screen. If you guys want to be featured on TheeMafia Speaks, it's only open to the Patreons. If you're a part of the Patreon, you could be on there live. You can tell your story. You could read the stories with me, whichever you like. With that being said, like, share, subscribe, do all that. Subscribe to all the channels. Get your merchandise, join the Patreon, join the membership, whatever it is. Make sure you peep the description box for everything that you guys consistently ask me about down below, and I'ma see y'all next time. Bye.